Train Hot Dog, the podcast where I talk to myself on the train. Today we're going to be talking about how I can work my kitten out so that my kitten is buff like me. Like, do they have kitten creatine, or kitten steroids, or kitten muscle milk, or kitten squats? So yeah, let's just get right into it. Kitten squats. Cat squatting like he's gonna pee. Is he blocked up? Yahoo Answers. Perfect. My cat keeps squatting like he's going to pee. Is he blocked up? But when he's done, he only leaves the drop or so of pee behind. He was blocked up, but even this much pee come out. He sat in the litter box for an hour and a half earlier. This is hilarious. I feel terrible for laughing. I'm like, I checked to see if his lower abdomen was hard, and it didn't really seem like it, but I massaged it and he peed about 4 to 6 tablespoons on my bed. Is there anything else besides being blocked up that could be going on here? Call your vet. Take him to the vet. Call your vet. Go to the vet. Yeah, these are all good answers. Kitten sits, not squats, in the litter pan. When my 6-month-old kitten uses the litter box, she sits in it and she goes to pee, but in the end, she's sitting in her pee. I used to get her getting out and sitting on the carpet or on the bed or anywhere else and getting pee there too. She eventually cleans herself, but not before making a mess. Doesn't she dig in her little potty hole to pee in? If she isn't digging, maybe the litter irritates her feet. We use World's Best, and I've tried numerous other varieties without success. I'm hoping he may learn to squat from my other 2 kitties, but if he doesn't, I feel it is something that I will have to live with. Just remember, so long as they're sitting, they're not spraying. Okay, kitten squats is not helping. How about just buff kittens? What is a buff kitten? I'm adopting a buff kitten. Oh, you can get one that is already buff. I'm adopting a buff kitten, and I was just wondering, is this just a term used? Is this just a term used? And if so, what does it mean? I was wondering, okay, I'm going to read that again because I love it. I just love this. I am adopting a buff kitten, and I was just wondering, is this just a term used? And if so, what does it mean? I have found long and short-haired buff kittens and cats, and I just want to know if anyone out there can define the word buff for me and explain what makes certain cats buff and others not. It's a breed? It's a breed, and it is most likely describing the color. Buff can be anything from a creamy color to tan, so it's not referring, I'm sure, to its fitness level smiley face, but rather to its color. I'm pretty certain that when you have a domestic short-haired kitten who's a tannish or creamy color. Source: many years of cat rescue. Other answers: no such thing. Someone is probably just referring to the color of its coat. It's probably a light orange, which is actually called cream in cat colors. The kitten on the left in this pic is a cream mackerel tabby. Let's take a look at that cream mackerel tabby. Oh, that's cute. That's a cute cat. Buff is the color, usually in reference to orange cats and cream. Okay. I'm just gonna search for buff here to make sure buff headwear. Buff definition. Buff adjective. Of the color buff. Or buffed, having a physique. He's at the gym every day trying to get buff. The buff body of an athlete. First use 1746. Wait, so there's a color buff? Cream buff. A pale to grayish yellow that is slightly greener than a Naples yellow and redder than and stronger than wine yellow. Buff etymology. Leather made from buffalo hide. Buff leather from Middle French buff buffalo. The color term comes from the hue of buffalo hides. Association of hide and skin led circa 1600 to in the buff. Buff-colored uniforms of New York City volunteer firefighters since the 1820s led to the meaning enthusiast. 1903. The buffs are men and boys whose love of fires, firefighting, and firemen is a predominant characteristic. Buff, well-built, hunky, 1980s, from polish, make attractive. To polish, make attractive, 1885, in reference to the treatment of buff leather, or else to the use of buff cloth in polishing metals. Okay. Okay, buff is not going to do the trick. Buff is a color. Kitten, workout, go. Oh man, some cute pictures here. Exercising with your cat, a how-to guide. Do you worry that your indoor cat is not getting enough exercise? The happiest kittens are those who feel. Oh, database error occurred. I guess I can't read that after all. I'm kitten swole right meow. T-shirts, tank tops, sweatshirts. Kitten training tips and treat rewards. WebMD. Kitten play and exercise. These are all like losing weight in 2-week workout. Old kitten not gaining. Alright, this isn't working out. Kitten gains. Helping kitten gain weight. Any suggestions to help put weight on a kitten? I rescued a stray kitten a few weeks ago. She was tiny. I thought she was 2 to 3 months old. My sister ended up adopting her. We took her to Petco. The vet there said she was about 4 months old. However, when my sister took the kitten to the vet, they said this kitten is 6 months old. She was only 2.5 pounds. Was very underweight when I first brought her home, and is so tiny. She was up to about 3 pounds by the vet visit. She is still skinny though, and I could feel all her ribs and her hip bones. She's eating Innova Evo dry and canned food. I suggested Nutrical. Are the foods she's being fed specifically to kittens? Any high-quality kitty food at time will help fatten up your sister's kitty. Boiling chicken in water with nothing else. You can feed her some plain chicken.
Doors are closing. Please stand clear.
Normal weight for a kitten. I was going to search for ripped kittens, but I actually don't think I want to search for that. These are all like diseases. Fuck you. I want something funny. Kitten CrossFit. CrossFit cat. CrossFit Aviva kitten rage. Okay, these are all jokes. Kitten CrossFit future, CrossFit future. That's the actual page title. CrossFit, don't draw kittens on the floor. I tried CrossFit. People look at you weird, but you won't blow chunks. People hate CrossFit. CrossFit has a dirty little secret. CrossFit made me throw up. I tried CrossFit. It didn't make me throw up, but I did draw kittens on the floor. Click to tweet that. No, I don't want to click to tweet that. husband had gone to CrossFit Hollywood a couple years ago. Puked and got the t-shirt to prove it. Descriptions of the daily workouts, which he described with great gusto, sounded horrible to me. He would come home a broken man, but be so proud of himself. I thought it was a guy thing. Fast forward a couple years, and he started going to a different box with a female colleague of ours. She said it wasn't too bad. They would talk about the fun they were having. Emboldened by my friend's positive reports that not wanting to be left out of the fun, I decided to give it a try. Picture this, two non-competitive, not particularly athletic 30-something women, one of whom would wear an adorable tennis skirt, not me, doing the Lucy and Ethel version of CrossFit. That sounds like a sitcom. We cheered for each other, we made out, yeah. Lordy, we sweat. Box jumps. Draw me a kitten, I barked in all seriousness as I ascended the box, and she did. Every time, this is CrossFit says, every time you miss a CrossFit workout day, a kitten dies. What about adult cats?
Doors are closing.
Muscular cats. Oh man, these images. That's pretty muscular cats. Oh, look at these buff cats. I can't use buff like that anymore. It's not allowed. It means something else. How do I make my cat more muscular? Bodybuilding.com. Oh, this is what I've been looking for all this time, although I didn't know it. I figured since I'm buff, why not get my cat buff? How do I do it? By the way, Woot bench max 235 today. Trojan Nation says, feed the cat dare sell tech. Juke 3 says, I already tried feeding it ON 100% whey, and I didn't notice any difference. Same thing with creatine. Random 907 says, exercise. Cupcake Kid says, feed him more food, resulting in a dirty bulk. Put him on a running routine. I recommend HIIT. Will help with the hammies and calves. Incorporate obstacles for hip flexors and abdominals. Have your cat reach for toys to build a solid gluteus maximus and lower back as well as biceps. Have very high jumps that you counter individual aid in tricep development. If you want a little help, steroids or Celtec Animal Edition, send me a PM. Katana 111 says, are you really 9 years old? Edit, saw your height and weight, never mind. Crazy says, thumbs up, steroids. Sightseeker says, I almost negged you, but your edit popped up when I hit reply, lol. Furple says, food, view image, and sports view image. Alright, I'll view images. Okay, the food is a picture of a cat eating, and sports is loading still. Sports is... No, that picture is private. And here's a quote from Arnold Schwarzenegger. I saw a woman wearing a sweatshirt with guess on it. I said, thyroid problem? Oh, that guy's an asshole. Alf says, squats for the win for the entire barbell on the cat. Ironstone says, show the cat pictures of cats having intercourse, then it will be like you need to start being for Alpha Spartan-like if you're going to get up in any of this. Big Champ 89 says, I lolled. And here's a version of the Lord's Prayer about working out. To Excel says, strap a harness to it and tie the other end to a 10-pound plate. Let the cat walk around dragging it for 3 to 4 days, then replace it with a 15-pound weight, then 20, 25, etc. This is actually like, I'm just going to read this because maybe someone actually listened to this podcast hoping for advice. This seems like someone's genuine advice. If it's kind of chunky, then feed it less first till it loses some weight. If it's already in decent average cat shape, then get it a toy, possibly a little catnip. They can use from time to time, not necessarily every day though. Get it to move around and play with the catnip toy. Maybe get one of those little cat house scratch post things that they can use to climb. It will be exercising, so make sure to feed it a little more. Feed it some canned food from time to time. Science Diet or Authority from PetSmart are good brands. Also the 9 Live Select. All of these have real meat as one of the main ingredients, at least I think Science Diet does. The others do for sure. Oh, and here's a Milton Friedman quote about the free market. This guy wrote a horrible post and followed it up with no animal abuse, which I think is the equivalent of no homo. And this guy said no Colin, which I think is also that. Synthol. This guy's recommending Synthol, which might be maybe I should look up Synthol. Synthol. Calf implants and Synthol. 64 pictures of Synthol freaks. Synthol is a supplement available in France since 1920. It was developed by Maurice something, a prominent newspaper publisher of the earliest 20th century. The formula consists of chloral hydrate, menthol, veratrol, resorcinol, and salicylic acid. Sold mainly as a mouthwash in distinctive black carton. It is also packaged as a gel and spray for the treatment of muscular pain. Like, does it actually work? Oh, there's another one, unrelated, used in bodybuilding. Okay. Some bodybuilders, particularly at the professional level, inject substances such as site enhancement oil, commonly known as synthol, to mimic the appearance of developed muscle where it may otherwise be disproportionate or lagging. Holy shit. This is known as fluffing. Synthol is 85% oil, 75% lidocaine, 77.5% alcohol. It is not restricted as it is ostensibly sold for topical use only, and many brands are available on the internet. The use of injected oil to enhance muscle appearance was abandoned in the late 20th century. Its use was derived more recently by bodybuilders. The use of synthol can cause pulmonary embolisms, nerve damage, sclerosing lipogranuloma, and the formulation of oil-filled granuloma cysts or ulcers in the muscle. Wow. You learn something new every day. Something new and gross. Cat synthol. Because if I can't get the cat actually buff, I can at least look buff. Bodybuilder injections. Biceps turn into rocks with additive. Synthetic filler injections nearly cost one man his life. Romario dos Santos injected himself with synthol, a synthetic filler made of oil and alcohol. Oh, here's an ad for Virgin Mobile, dated done right, only at Walmart. Let's see if I can close this without triggering it. Okay. Dos Santos now faces a bevy of health problems and fights the urge to inject himself every day. Dos sometimes discover the drug through some guys at his gym. I saw some really big guys in the gym with huge arms, and they started to make friends with them. They introduced me to synthol, and I got excited about the results. I lost control. Each time I wanted more, and there wasn't a limit. Okay, there's something about cats here. Rate each other's cats. Animals in nature. 4chan. Here's a bunch of pictures of cats. Aww. Pardon me, I was just looking at pictures of cats for a few minutes, and I had nothing to say about it. Synthol can be deadly good. Grumpy Cat meme generator. Let's see what that is. That is just not loading. It's not going to happen. I'll read the preview text. Mobile-friendly new password. Type again. Close. Grumpy Cat. Synthol can be deadly good. 0 Grumpy Cat. Recaption this image. Still not loading. And here we are at the end. You'll never know what that link says. I'll see you next week.